Well, we've reached the afternoon. Let's check the radar. We see a few showers coming later on today, but right now the radar is quiet. It will stay quiet for most all of the area today. It's only a very small handful of counties that might see a little bit of the rain. We go back out to Bastrop. Avery certainly correct about there being more clouds out there. And most of the clouds that we'll see today will be in our eastern viewing area. This will depict a mostly cloudy sky. The view from our Ally Medical Emergency Room camera in Bastrop. Mold, fall elm, grass, and ragweed are low. The fall elm and the grass are a little lower in number today. The other two, mold and ragweed, are a little higher. Highs today in the low to mid 90s. Normal high today is 92. Some upper 80s remain in the hill country. Lows tomorrow morning, normal 70 will be in the mid and upper 60s to around 70, 71. Pretty much like we saw this morning. As far as clouds and radar, the clouds are not being depicted too well on our clouds and radar graphic, but again, just a few teeny tiny showers possible. Bastrop, Lee, Fayette, Caldwell counties between about 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock this evening. Sun goes down, will be mainly clear overnight, and then we'll see another repeat of the sun in the morning with scattered clouds Tuesday, a bit more cloud cover Wednesday. Possible light rain on Thursday, slightly better chance of showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm. And I think primarily the time frame for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's weather will be mid to late afternoon into the early evening, all 3 days. I don't think we'll see much in the morning, but this is what the American model is suggesting that we could see over the weekend as far as any rain is concerned. Penny's worth to a dime across the hill country, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of the darker green shade for some sections along and east of I-35. And if we see any of these numbers, it'll be primarily Fayette, Bastrop, and Caldwell counties that might get that at a few reporting stations down there. All right, we're looking at a weather system in the Atlantic. This is still nothing more than just an area of showers and storms moving to the northwest. 40% chance of tropical development over the next 2 days, 80% over the next 7. And the National Hurricane Center is calling this an invest. We've talked about that before, where they go in and they investigate to see what may be going on in there. And if this does become our 7th named storm of the year, her name would be Gabrielle. And then we have another weather system in the Pacific that is following on the heels of what is currently Tropical Storm Mario. Nothing in the central Pacific, but Mario re-intensified over the latter part of the weekend. Still a tropical storm, has about another day or so of a life cycle before it kind of ends as we get into the middle of the week. All right, today 95, 10% chance of rain east of I-35 and primarily Fayette, maybe Caldwell, Bastrop, Lee. Mid-90s for the rest of the week. Low rain chance Thursday, little higher rain chance Friday afternoon into the early evening, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.